Good Tuesday, everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope you didn't have to work on Monday for the holiday. So it's Tuesday. We are back out on another mowing job, and I'm gonna show you guys what we got. If you're familiar with my channel, you're probably familiar with this lot, and it is definitely in need of a mow. So let's take a look. All right, so here's what we got. This whole lot's about 5 acres, but the mowable part of it is probably in the 4.5 range-ish, taking out for the ditch areas and the tree areas and stuff like that along the back, stuff like that. So there's 3 lots here. This is the first one, and then right along that tree line there's another one, and there's another tree line, and there's another lot. The first 2, this one and the middle one, are pretty easy to mow. There's not too many trees, but the last one is a real pain. It is full of trees. There's some widow makers in there. It's really low and kind of muddy in there a lot of times, though I think it should be dry for now. But we got to get this mowed down. So it is due for its winter mow before the spring comes. So I got the ASV out here, and you know I'm running this MEGA MOWER X in here because this thing is awesome and it's perfect for really thick grass like this. So we did that brush cutting job on Saturday with it, and I cut one little lot this morning with it for another client, but that lot was so small and so quick it wasn't even hardly worth filming, so I didn't mess with that. And then went and put some fuel in her and some def, and we're ready to rock. So what I'm gonna do, this part, I'm gonna knock this front out first because I don't like to point this brush cutter towards the street right there, so close to the street. So I'm gonna do a couple of passes going this way, knock out this front to about right in there where that little ditch is, that little swale, and then we'll start going back and forth, making passes and get this cleaned up. And that's pretty open through there, so maybe I can get the drone out and we can get some drone footage and follow this thing around a little bit, and we'll get this knocked out. Typically it takes about 4 hours for me to knock these lots out all together. So let's get started. Okay, this lot is done. And the mower and the machine are an absolute mess. Look how much stuff is sitting on the top of this mower. Oh my goodness. Woo! Covered in grass. On the ASV is too, but what can you do? That's bush hogging. I'll just blow it off really good. I'm gonna, so before we go down to the farm project and run the mulcher, after I finish this lot, I'm gonna crack this whole thing open, drop the belly pans probably, and just blow everything out really good before we go mulching out there. So it's gonna get a good clean out. I don't think I'm gonna pressure wash it, but I am just gonna blow everything out of it. So it really needs that. I've been cleaning out the back, but this whole section up underneath the cab, that all needs to be blown out. So we'll get to that next. But all right, we're gonna go around this ditch line and start on the next lot. So let's get started. we're done with this lot. So not too bad. Got her done. Only thing left is the one on the end, and I'm not going to film that because there's so much crap in there. If I put the GoPro on the outside of the machine, it'll probably get knocked off, and if I use the tripod, because of all the trees, you won't even see me through half of it. That's a maze in there with all those trees. That one on the end is just, you're just going through there like this. Oh, that one sucks. And there's a bunch of widowmakers in there too. There's a bunch of big pine trees in there that are dead and really need to come down. There's one right there. That's a big deadie. Every time I go in there to mow, I'm always worried one of them's just gonna fall on me and go right through the machine. Which these do have, you know, I think it's level 2 rollover protection, but still, don't want a big old dead pine tree falling on you. But all right, we got this piece of deadfall right here, probably from the hurricane, but the owner doesn't pay me to clean up deadfall. I just get paid to mow, so that'll just lay there and rot, and I'll just, next time I come, I'll like the end right here I just ground, but now that that's out of the way, I can get through here. I can probably just work around it. Maybe I'll try to push it out of the way next time, but that's it. Mower did great in here. I was only running it at 32 gallons a minute. This is how awesome this combination is. I was only running this at 32 gallons a minute to the head. I didn't even sharpen the blades. The blades aren't horrible, but they're not super sharp either. And I mean, it just went through it. It went through all of it, no real issues. And the big reason why for that is this open back end, this discharge on the back. Once the mower cuts the grass, it discharges it right out the back and keeps the mower going, and doesn't allow that grass to ball up underneath the motor or underneath the mower and bog everything down. That was one of the biggest issues I had in here with the MTL when I would mow this and the grass would be really thick. That when the blade would come around, I'd get these big balls of grass up underneath here, and I'd have to back up, discharge it out, keep going, back up. It was a pain. But this thing, you don't even have to stop. You just go. And as long as the blades are turning, they're going to cut the grass and discharge it right out the back, and you can just keep going. So even at only 32 gallons a minute, you know, and this is some pretty thick grass in here, though it does get a lot worse in the summer. No issues. No issues whatsoever. Didn't even feel like it was struggling that bad, even in the thickest parts. Through this part, no struggle at all. Up there in the front's always has this lot and that lot, the front is always the worst because of the sunlight it gets, and even there it didn't even struggle that bad. So yeah, this thing has been awesome. Awesome. Very happy with it. It's a great mower. It's very well designed, and it does exactly what it's designed to do. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna get this thing cleaned off. She is a dusty mess. Every time the reversing fan comes on, just clouds of little dust and little fuzzies off these this broom straw. You get these little fuzzies on here, and they just get all up in the mower. You got to be very careful with those because they will catch your machine on fire in a heartbeat. So you got to be very careful with those. Keep your machine, after doing something like this, get it really cleaned off. So that's before I go mulch down at the farm property. This whole thing is getting broken open, belly pans dropped, cab flipped up, blow it all out, clean it up as best I could, the best I can, and we'll get her nice and clean, and so she'll be ready to get dirty again. So okay, I'm gonna go finish this up and we're out of here. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Stay tuned because we got a lot of mulching work coming with Big Munchie coming later this week. So stay tuned, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye everybody.